Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we got a game here. Looks like Omar or something. 750. I'm gonna play this. We're gonna stay with the D4 D5 business, and we will play. I think I'm just gonna play the Slav because against the Jobava London, which is probably what we're about to get, this keeps him from being able to do what he wants to do. Now, I also, this pawn hasn't been pushed, so this guy is able to come out of the pawn chain here. Fianchetto in there, I'm not sure about that, because you got that pawn chain here, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we just want to play solidly. So let's get out of the pawn chain here because the queen can't come down and pressure that. What the... So I'm thinking about playing here. But that's the only square I have for the knight. I don't really want to take and bring the queen in, to be honest. But I do think that's probably the best way to go about it. So let's do it. We'll do it, and then I'll... Okay, that's peculiar. Well, I don't have a light squared bishop, so we'll go ahead and build this light colored pawn chain. Now, if I play here and he does that, I have to take because I can't let him go here. I'm going to play this. I'm going to go ahead and hit the center right now. Now, this is probably where he wants to castle, but this light square diagonal is incredibly weak. All right, if I take that and he takes, I take, he goes here. That hangs this pawn. I just want to make sure that this knight can't get in here and fork me. And he can't go, well, I mean, he could go here, but I would play that. And he doesn't have a light squared bishop to take that, so... I can't go here. I could go there, but I don't want to mess up my pawn structure. So I could come back. I could go here. I could go there and immediately hit that. But then he hits me, and it's not so great. This. Let's go ahead and come back. We'll come back to here. This move, and I could play... Actually... I'm hitting this right now. He doesn't have either of those squares. So I'm not sure what the point of this is. Because you can't come here, you can't come here. I'm going to hit this guy here again. I guess so when he comes over, he could take and damage the structure, I suppose. But I could come here, and if he takes, I would just pick that up. So that's hit twice. This move, and I could play here, adding a third attacker. He takes, I take. So if I take this and he plays here, then I have that. Actually, if he plays here, I think you could just take that. Now he's got this. But then I would castle. So let's say I take this and he plays here. If I castle and he came here, I still got this. I'm going to go ahead and take that. He'd love to get this fork in, but actually I think I could even just play this. He does have that. But then I would take. Then when this comes over, this yeah. So this is the thing. This isn't really a threat. Now, if I play here, if I take this, right, and he checks me, if I step up, well, he could play that. Now, I also have this protecting that square. And honestly, yeah, let's just play this. Well, hold on. If I play here and he comes down, if I castle, I'm just going to castle. Now if he jumps in, there's nothing there. Oh. All right, so he needs one of these squares to get back out of here. So I have this check, which forces him to here, hitting my guy here. So let's go ahead and just hit this guy right now. If you play that, take. So, is there any problem with just taking the open file right now? I have this. So, I got to be conscious that these are both undefended. That loses a piece to that. So, I could go ahead and play that, get my 2 rooks on the open files, and then play this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do, well... I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this. Yikes. That's defended. So we'll go ahead and take that. That's just a free piece. And that's the kind of thing you can't, you have to be aware of. Now, I'm going to play this. If you play here, that's a fork. I have another check. And that does activate my rook. Check. What if he plays here? Check. If he came down, I do have that check, and that wins this. But I don't know that I want to disconnect my rooks here. I also don't love this. Check. If he can't go there, so there's not a lot that really helps me. If I played that, I am hitting this and this. So how do you defend both? Well, that's an ugly move to play. Then I have that winning it anyway. If I play here and he came over, I would just take. I'm going to play here. This is defended. And that's a fork on these two pieces. Now, it's not quite so simple because this guy would be undefended if I take that. So it's not quite just winning a pawn because this guy hangs at the end. But we'll see. You can't go to any of these squares. If you go to that square, I would just push you out. So you have that square, that square, that square. Ultimately. Or leave it there and trade. Which I don't think is good, but... But if you play here, I do have this. Check. And then that. If he came over, then you activate both rooks on the 7th. Yeah, I think that's the right approach here. Actually, this check... that forces him all the way back to like here. Yeah, because that bishop's slicing through right there. I didn't even think about that. Oh. There's also this. Here, that, this. This could get complicated. The Bengals beat the Titans. I mean, that's, you know, we're definitely going to play that. I have this activating my rook on the 7th, and then I have this. So let's go ahead and activate the rooks on the 7th, and then I'm probably going to play this, just to give my king some space to move. Go ahead and get just both of these guys here. Everything's hit. Alright, now if he pushes and I take, I'm back rank mated. So I think if I take that and he pushes, I have that check actually. So if I pushed and he pushed, then I could just play check and take that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to create a little space for my king so there's no back rank mates. And if this guy gets pushed, I think instead of breaking up my pawn structure, that I'll play check and take and then come back and keep my pawn structure intact. I think is how I want to try to do this. I also have this. That wins a pawn and offers a trade. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. If he wants to trade, we'll trade. But then you still have 2 pawns hanging and there's no more back rank issues. So then we could just step up and life's good there. Pre-move the recapture, because if he takes that, obviously we're going to... Well, are we obviously going to take that? Yeah, obviously we're going to take that. I was thinking I would take this, but if he takes, then my bishop hangs, so... Yeah, we'll just pre-move that recapture. Now, what I don't want to allow is for him to get on the open file here like this. So if he comes over, this might be... I probably shouldn't have taken that. Probably should have taken this. But I don't want these pawns over here. And his pawn structure over here is already destroyed. Alright, and this makes this pawn a single pawn, which is a lot easier to stop if something were to happen. So both of these are hanging now. This is the one I'm more interested in taking. Ah, piss. I could have taken that. Whoa. Alright, so... What a mistake. So if I play here... A draw. I don't understand that. You know, you've lost, you've clearly lost, you know you're lost, and then offer a draw. That's terrible. Terrible to play. Or to do. I mean, come on, man. If you lose, just, you know. So, we play a Slav. I develop the knight instead of the bishop. Get my bishop outside the pawn chain. Now, they want me to play e6, but there's no way I'm going to break my pawn structure. Go ahead and strike the center. Okay. Trade queens. I win another pawn. Okay, we develop. Pick up another pawn. Now, here... Yeah, they want me to take that knight, but I wasn't in love with takes here, and then how do I save everything? Also, I'm looking at getting forked here, so I just castle. And that, again, that doesn't do anything. We push him out of there, drops the the knight. Go ahead and activate the rook. Yeah, this is checkmate. So I didn't see that mate. If he goes here, wow, Jesus. All right, so that ain't what happened, but yeah, this is a mistake. Take the thing there. Again, I've got a forced mate. This is a blunder. Yeah, and I just, yeah. So, and then I missed taking the rook. So, you know, not perfect play by me, but whatever. Anyway, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to add an edit because these games have been taking an incredibly long time to get. So I'm going to add an edit, and then we'll jump in on the next one. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and we got a game here. Another 750, so a couple of 750s here. Now, this guy wants to play the French. This is the principled way to approach it, 2 pawns in the center. I'm going to do this. I don't like playing the regular French. Let me get this. I don't like playing the regular French, like Advance or the Winner or whatever the world that's called, so we're just going to do this. Keep it as simple as we possibly can. Bishop out. Castle. And I think we're happy. Now, if I play here, he does have this, which is something. So I don't want to let him trade off his knight for this bishop. So if I play here and he plays here, I play this, takes, then my pawn structure sucks. I have this. Then he hits that. I take. He takes. I take. I do kind of like this. Playing here. See, this alignment is not good. If I play here and he does this, I castle, he takes, I play here. He takes, I take, he wins an exchange, right? So if I played this, then he goes here. I castle, he takes. I don't think this is the most accurate way to play it, but that's what I'm going to play. He's got that check, but it gets met with this. So I think we're all right. And I just want to get castled. Like I said, I don't think that this is correct. In fact, I'm certain that it's not. But I don't want to let him have this bishop. I hate the French. I hate the French so much. It's an annoying opening to play against. And the big thing here is that he cannot attack that knight with a pawn. He could attack it with a knight, but then I'm going to take the knight, and this pawn's untouchable. You can't take that pawn because of this pin. Now, if he comes down, I could still win. Actually, if he comes down, takes. You have to block like this, but then you're going to get hit with this, and you are going to lose the piece. So that just loses the queen, and then I could play this. So I'm going to go ahead and take... You needed to block here. So I'll take this. That's just a free queen. You have to be really careful about lining these two up. And honestly, if he plays back, I may take this to take his castling rights away. Because I'm already up an entire queen. So losing an exchange isn't necessarily the end of the world. Yeah. So, I mean, these guys have gotten better at this point. 700, 800. Clearly these guys are playing stronger than they were before. But little mistakes in calculation, for example, like this isn't really a counterattack because you already, this comes with check. Now, I'm really thinking I'm probably about to take this. Takes here, slide over with check. The king can't castle. I also have this, just putting him out of there. Actually, I could play this, and now I'm threatening to actually win this bishop. So this is double attacked now with one defender. You could undevelop the knight and try to hold on to that piece. You could block, which if you block, I'm probably going to take. But I don't have to. I don't have to do that. That drops the bishop. This move we would take. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, now the knight can recapture. This move, and he plays that. I'm going to get this bishop out. Go ahead and get the bishop out into the game. That way he's not walking directly into a pawn push. I could have played this, but then he does that, and I don't want to walk straight into a pawn. I'm going to go ahead and get the knight out. This pawn push here, probably just rotate around to here maybe. Or maybe we do this. Well, if I can simplify, I'm going to simplify. So, taking and messing up his pawn structure is definitely fine with me. Definitely is fine with me. All right, so let's have a look at it. I mean, this is, you know, again, I don't think that I played this. I know that I didn't play this right. The exchange French is just stupid, but I don't want to get into some complicated line. Let's have a look at the analysis just to see how we done. Here they want me to block with the bishop. This is probably inaccurate. It doesn't say that it is. We'll have a look at the end of the game when it brings up the thing there. Computer analysis, yeah. So I block again. The reason I block like this is because I want a castle, because I want to get a rook on the e file, and putting your queen in front of the king on an open e file is incredibly dangerous. And then taking here is rough. Double up. Yeah, and then you lose that, and then from here it's just... Yeah. So, not much to see there. He could have, you know, back here, he could have taken that pawn, first of all. But at this point, you have to block. And I didn't see this bishop move. So let's say that he does play this correctly, and I play here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so it was a lot trickier than even I thought. So, anyway, if y'all like that, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. We'll see you all in the next video. See you guys.